A strong appearance has nothing to do with a firm handshake. The truth is far more subtle and more powerful. Your real presence is broadcast through silent physical leaks, tiny cracks in your composure that show a mind under siege. This isn't about vanity, it's about the unspoken signals of a disordered inner world that shape every interaction and outcome. A slouched posture or a darting gaze doesn't just look weak, it invites the world to treat you as such. Your outer image is a direct portrait of your inner state. Stoicism provides the blueprint to repair these cracks. It is not about suppressing feeling, but about constructing an unshakable inner citadel. As Seneca observed, a man's as miserable as he thinks he is. The chaos we allow inside doesn't stay hidden, it seeps into our eyes and posture. Marcus Aurelius commanded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the practical architecture of true presence. When your inner world is fortified, it projects undeniable strength without a word. Your appearance becomes a testament to your command. This is your moment to begin the repair. The 10 silent destroyers listed next are not a life sentence. They are a diagnosis and a direct path to your unshakable self. Read each one, identify your leaks, and apply the simple Stoic fix. Your fortress awaits. Start building it now. If this message resonates with you, help fortify others. Like this guide, share it with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe to turn this philosophy into daily action. 1. Your anxious, darting eyes. Stop letting your eyes tell a story of panic. Every glance that darts away is a small act of surrender. It's a public broadcast of your private worry. This is the most basic leak of your inner strength. You are not just looking around, you are fleeing the present moment, and everyone can see it. Your eyes are the windows to your state of mind. When they are restless, it's because your thoughts are running wild. You're not looking at the person in front of you or the task at hand, you're looking at phantoms. Worries about an email you need to send, an awkward thing you said yesterday, a problem that might happen next week. While your body is here, your attention is lost in a storm of what-ifs. The cost is huge. Think about the last time you spoke to someone whose eyes wouldn't settle on yours. How did you feel? You likely felt unimportant, like you were interrupting their more crucial inner drama. You probably didn't fully trust what they were saying. That is the exact impression you give when your eyes are anxious. You seem unreliable. You seem distracted. You seem like you cannot handle the simple act of being present. In a conversation, at work, or even walking down the street, this signals fragility. It tells the world, I am not in command here. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, who led the entire Roman Empire, knew this danger well. In his private journal, he wrote, "Concentrate every minute on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness." He wasn't just talking about big tasks, he was talking about the minute-by-minute duty of placing your attention. Your eyes are the primary tool for that duty. When they are undisciplined, your mind is undisciplined. You are surrendering your power to whatever random worry floats by. So how do you reclaim this power? The fix is not complicated, but it requires practice. It's not about forcing a stiff, creepy stare. It's about training your focus, gently and consistently. The fix: anchor your gaze to what is real. The goal is to move your attention from the chaotic world inside your head to the solid, real world outside of it. Your eyes are the leash for your mind. You must grab hold of it. Here's your simple practice. The moment you feel that familiar, skittering anxiety in your gaze, maybe in a meeting, waiting in line, or during a difficult conversation, you stop. You pause. You do not follow the urge to look at your phone or scan the room for an escape. Instead, you choose one single, ordinary, physical object in front of you. It can be anything: a coffee cup on the desk, the leaves on a tree outside the window, a pen in your hand, a crack in the pavement. Now, you look only at that thing for a full 10 seconds. But you don't just glance, you study it. See its color, notice its texture, see how the light touches it. Is the cup handle smooth or textured? How many shades of green are in that leaf? What is the precise shape of that crack? For those 10 seconds, your entire world is that object. Your only job is to see it completely. What you are doing in this moment is revolutionary. You are pulling your mind by force out of the imaginary future or past and planting it firmly in the now. The anxious stories in your head have no power over a coffee cup. They thrive on the abstract and the unknown. By focusing on a simple, present, tangible thing, you starve those stories of their fuel. This does two powerful things. First, it calms your nervous system almost immediately. Your breath will naturally slow. The tightness in your chest will ease. This is biology. You are signaling safety to your brain by focusing on a non-threatening part of your environment. And second, and more importantly, it's training. You are building the muscle of deliberate attention. Every time you do this, you are proving to yourself that you are the commander of your focus. You are not a passive victim of every distracting thought. You have a choice. Over time, this practice changes your default setting. Your eyes will begin to settle naturally because your mind is learning to settle. You will walk into rooms with a calm, observant gaze, not a frantic, searching one. They will see control, not chaos. Start with your eyes, anchor them to what is real, and everything else will begin to fall into place. 2. When your shoulders carry the world. Your posture tells people how you feel inside. When you slump, you look like you are carrying a heavy weight. Your shoulders curl in, your head drops forward. This is not just tiredness, it is the shape of someone who feels defeated. When you are stressed or worried, your body shows it. You might feel like the problems of the day are pushing down on you. Your body agrees and starts to collapse. But here's the key: that heavy feeling is often not real. You are carrying thoughts, not actual weights. A deadline feels like a rock on your back. An argument feels like a weight on your chest. Your body reacts to these thoughts by slumping. This slump makes everything worse. When you hunch over, you tell your brain you are under attack. Your brain believes your body, so you feel more stressed, more helpless, and more tired. It becomes a cycle. Worry makes you slump, and slumping makes you worry. Think of a leader or someone you see as strong. Do they stand with their shoulders up to their ears? No, they stand upright. They look like they own the space around them. Your posture is a choice. You can choose to carry that imaginary weight, or you can choose to put it down. This is your simple act of strength. It's you choosing not to be crushed by worry. Start with your body. The feeling of confidence will follow. 3. Your restless, fidgeting body. Fidgeting is your energy screaming with nowhere to go. That tapped foot, those drumming fingers, the constant shift in your chair, it's not just movement, it is a visible leak of your focus and power. It broadcasts a single, clear message: I contain chaos I cannot control. To others it reads as impatience, nervousness, and a deep lack of composure. This restlessness scatters your own mind. You cannot build a fortress when your own energy is constantly escaping through these small cracks. Every jiggle of your knee is a break in your concentration. It tells your brain that the present moment is not enough to hold your attention, so you must create your own distracting stimulation. It makes you seem unreliable, as if you might physically bolt from a conversation or a task. The Stoic philosopher Seneca warned about scattering our vital energy. He urged focus and conservation of our life force. Uncontrolled fidgeting is the opposite. It is wasting your most precious resource on meaningless motion. It is allowing your external environment or internal anxiety to dictate your actions, instead of you dictating them. You become a reactor, not a commander. The fix is to channel your energy into a single, purposeful action. The goal is not to become a statue, it is to become a director. You must take that wild, nervous energy and give it a simple, constructive job. When you feel the urge to fidget rise up, do not simply try to swallow it, redirect it. Choose one of these intentional actions instead. Press and release. Clench your fists as tightly as you can for a count of 5. Feel the tension in your forearms. Then slowly release all the tension at once. Feel the warmth and relaxation flood back into your hands. Root your feet. Press the soles of your feet firmly into the floor. Imagine you are growing roots down through the building and into the earth. Hold that solid pressure for 10 seconds. The strategic breath.
Take one slow, deep breath. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Your entire focus is on the pathway of the air. You are not suppressing energy, you are transforming it. You are taking chaotic, nervous power and turning it into a single, controlled, and purposeful act. This proves to your mind that you are in charge of your own body. Each time you do this, you bank that energy instead of spending it. The stillness you cultivate is not empty, it is full of potent, focused power held calmly in reserve. You will begin to project a sense of having a surplus of control. People will see someone who is collected, not scattered. They will see the calm at your center, not the storm at your edges. Start commanding your energy, and your composure will become unshakable.
4. The sound of your uncertainty. The way you speak tells people if you believe your own words. Do you end your sentences so they sound like questions? Do you use words like like, or you know to fill the silence? Is your voice so quiet people have to ask you to repeat yourself? This is not just a speaking habit, it is the sound of self-doubt. It makes your ideas sound weak, like you are asking for permission to share them. Your voice is a powerful tool. It is how you deliver your thoughts to the world. When it is hesitant, you are not just being quiet, you are taking the strength out of your own ideas before anyone else can. People listen to your tone before they hear your words. A voice that fades away or constantly hesitates tells them your thoughts are not worth listening to. It makes you seem unsure, unprepared, and easy to ignore. This happens because of a simple mistake. You confuse thinking with speaking. Your mind is still figuring out what you want to say, but you have already started talking. The ums and the upward tone are you thinking out loud. You are making your listener wait while you finish the thought in your head. This is disrespectful to their time and attention. It shows you have not done the work of thinking first. The fix. Speak in periods, not question marks. The goal is to speak with clarity, not volume. You do not need to be the loudest person in the room. You need to be the clearest. Clarity is a form of respect for yourself and for your listener. Here is your practice. It has 2 simple parts. Pause, then proceed. First, pause. Before you respond in a conversation or state an idea, give yourself 1 full second of silence. In that second, ask yourself, what is my one clear point? Find the core of what you want to say. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be clear. Then proceed. Say that one point. Use a full sentence. And when you get to the end of the sentence, let your voice fall. Say it like it's a fact, not a request for approval. Imagine putting a firm period at the end. For example, instead of, I think we could maybe try a new approach, you say, I suggest we try a new approach. Period. This small change does 3 powerful things. First, it makes people listen. A clear, declarative statement cuts through noise. Second, it builds your own confidence. When you hear yourself speaking with certainty, you start to believe what you are saying. Third, it forces you to think before you speak. This makes your thoughts better and your words more valuable. Start in low-pressure situations. Give a clear answer to what you want for lunch. State your opinion on a movie without adding, but I don't know, at the end. Each time you do this, you are placing a brick in your fortress of credibility. You are training your voice to match the strength of your mind. You will stop sounding like you are asking for a spot at the table. You will sound like you belong there. 5. The face you show the world. Your resting face is a billboard for your inner thoughts. A clenched jaw, a furrowed brow, lips pressed into a thin line. You might call this your thinking face or blame it on a hard day, but to everyone else, it looks like a permanent frown. It looks like you are angry, critical, or disapproving, even when you're not. This expression is a silent wall you build between yourself and others. It pushes people away before you even say hello. They see your face and decide not to approach you, not to ask for help, not to share an idea. They think you are already upset or that you will judge them. You are creating a reality where you are isolated, all because of an expression you're not even aware of. Where does this face come from? It's the leftover tension from stress. Every time you get annoyed in traffic, frustrated by an email, or worried about a problem, you tighten the muscles in your face. Over hours and days, those muscles forget how to relax. Your face gets stuck in a position of strain. It's holding on to yesterday's frustrations and tomorrow's anxieties. Your face is literally frozen in a reaction to life's friction. The fix is reset your face to neutral. This is not about smiling all the time. Fake cheerfulness is just as draining. This is about returning your face to a state of calm neutrality. A neutral face is a strong face. It looks peaceful, open, and in control. It says, I am not easily shaken by small things. The practice is simple. Become aware of your face and release it. Several times a day, set a quiet reminder on your phone. When it goes off, stop and scan your face. Your jaw. Are your teeth clenched? Let your jaw go slack. Separate your top and bottom teeth slightly. Your tongue. Is it pressed to the roof of your mouth? Let it rest gently on the floor of your mouth. Your brow. Are your eyebrows pulled together? Smooth your forehead with your fingers if you need to. Imagine your brow is wide and calm. Your eyes. Are you squinting or staring? Soften your gaze. Let your eyelids relax. You are not changing your expression for others. You are releasing the physical tension that traps old stress in your body. When you relax your face, you send a signal to your whole nervous system that says, the danger has passed, you can relax now. A calm, relaxed face changes everything. People will approach you more. Conversations will feel easier. You will feel less tired because you are not using energy to hold a frown. You will look like a person who is not thrown off balance by small things. You look strong because you look at peace. Start noticing your face. When you feel stress rising, check your jaw first. Release it. This one small act can change your entire day. You are not just fixing your face, you are dismantling the wall you built without knowing it. 6. Your constant state of rush. Your hurry is a confession you make with your whole body. The frantic walk, the rushed speech, the impatient tapping while you wait. This isn't being productive. This is a visible panic. It screams to the world, I am not in control of my own time. When you move like you are always late, you look small, scattered, and easily overwhelmed. You look like life is happening to you, not that you are moving through life with purpose. Think about the people you respect most, the ones who seem truly capable and composed. They rarely hurry. They move with a kind of deliberate certainty. There is a gravity to their actions. You feel they have considered their movement before making it. Your hurry has the opposite effect. It creates a sense of lightness, of being unrooted, like you could be blown off course by the next minor distraction. It tells people your priorities are so poorly managed that you must run from one to the next. This state of constant hurry is a thief. It steals your presence, your dignity, and your ability to think clearly. When you rush, your mind is already on the next thing, so you fumble the thing in front of you. You spill your coffee, you forget your keys, you miss the important detail in an email. Each small accident fuels more anxiety, which makes you rush more. It's a cycle of self-created chaos that broadcasts instability to everyone around you. The ancient Stoics were obsessed with time because it's the one truly non-renewable resource. Seneca wrote, "We are tight-fisted with property and money, yet think too little of wasting time, the one thing about which we should all be the toughest misers." Your hurry is the greatest waste of all. You are not saving time. You are degrading the quality of every minute you have. You are spending your life in a state of lack, always feeling there isn't enough. This scarcity mindset is etched into your hurried movements. The fix is move with purpose, not panic. The goal is to reclaim your time by changing your pace. This is not about moving slowly for its own sake. It is about moving with such clear intention that hurry becomes unnecessary. You assert ownership over your minutes through deliberate action. Your practice begins with creating pockets of deliberate slowness. You will build your composure one intentional action at a time.
Choose 3 mundane activities today and perform them at half your normal speed. First, walking. Walk from your car to the building or from one room to another as if you have all the time in the world. Feel your foot connect with the ground with each step. Notice what is around you. Drinking. When you take a drink of water or coffee, do it slowly. Place the cup down gently afterward. Don't slam it. Don't gulp. Transitioning. Before you start a new task, like opening your laptop or picking up your phone, pause for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale slowly. Then begin. This will feel awkward at first. Your mind will scream that you need to go faster. That is the panic talking. By moving slowly, you are proving to your nervous system that there is no emergency. You are demonstrating control. The magic of this practice is what it does to your perception. When you move slowly, you think more clearly. Decisions become considered, not reactive. You start to see that many of your self-imposed deadlines are illusions. You realize that much of your hurry was just a habit, a way of burning off nervous energy. As you practice, this deliberate pace will begin to seep into other areas. You will speak with more pauses. You will listen without finishing the other person's sentence. You will handle objects with care. People will notice the change. They will see someone who is not frazzled by the clock. They will see a person who commands their schedule, not a slave fleeing it. This projects immense strength. It says you have a surplus of time and attention, which in our world is the ultimate sign of true power. You stop looking like a problem is chasing you and start looking like you are walking
Toward a solution. Your pace becomes your statement. I am here, fully, and I will not be rushed out of my own experience. 7. Letting the small things slide. Neglecting your appearance is a silent vote of no confidence in yourself. This has nothing to do with expensive clothes or being handsome or beautiful. It is about the most basic signal of self-regard, showing care for the vessel you live in. Consistently wrinkled clothes, unkempt hair, or ignored grooming are not a style choice. They are a visual whisper that says, I do not believe I am worth the effort. Think about it. You would not show up to a friend's important event looking disheveled. That would be disrespectful to them. But when you show up to your own life that way, it is disrespectful to yourself. It tells the world you do not value your own presence or the space you occupy. People unconsciously register this. They make judgments about your discipline, your attention to detail, and your self-respect based on these simple, visible factors. You are silently telling them to treat you as an afterthought. This neglect is often a symptom of a deeper issue, the belief that taking care of yourself is a chore or even vain. Nothing could be further from Stoic truth. The Stoics believed in duty. One of your primary duties is to your role as a rational human being in society. Marcus Aurelius as emperor would dress appropriately for his role, not in sure-hua, but with order and fitness for purpose. Your role today might be employee, partner, parent, or friend. Showing up fit for that role is a basic duty. It's an act of respect for the people you interact with and the tasks you undertake. Letting the small things slide creates a cascade of negative effects. First, it lowers your own self-esteem. When you see yourself in the mirror looking tired and uncared for, you feel less capable. Second, it erodes others' trust. If you can't manage the simple discipline of a clean shirt, why would someone trust you with a complex project? Third, it invites chaos. External disorder reinforces internal disorder. A cluttered, uncared-for appearance makes it harder to cultivate a clear, ordered mind. The fix. Show up fit for your day. This is about minimal, consistent discipline, not a major makeover. It's about honoring your own dignity through simple, daily rituals. The goal is not to impress others, but to present yourself to the world as someone who is ready to engage. Your practice is a 5-minute morning routine. This is non-negotiable self-respect. It consists of 3 checks. 1. The clothing check. Are your clothes clean? Are they free of major wrinkles or stains? Do they fit the basic demands of your day? Example, not workout gear for an office day. This doesn't require a wardrobe. It requires 2 minutes of intentional choice. 2. The grooming check. Is your hair tidy? Are your teeth brushed? Is your face clean? For men, is facial hair managed? This is about order, not ornamentation.
3. The posture check. As you put on your final layer, stand straight. Smooth your shirt or jacket. Take one breath and own the fact that you have prepared yourself. This ritual does something profound. It's a daily, physical declaration that you matter. You are worth the 5 minutes. You are beginning the day by asserting control over the one thing you absolutely command, your own self. When you walk out the door, you carry the quiet confidence of someone who has their own basic affairs in order. This discipline becomes the foundation for other disciplines. It's much harder to slump at your desk when you're wearing a clean, crisp shirt. It's harder to speak hesitantly when you know you present yourself with intention. You start the day from a position of strength, not apology. People will respond to this quiet signal of self-respect. They will treat you with more consideration. But more importantly, you will treat yourself with more respect. You are building your inner fortress by first securing the outer gate. It's the simplest, most visible way to start commanding the respect you deserve. 8. The habit of complaining. Complaining trains your face to look disappointed with life. It's not just the words you say, it's the sigh that comes with them, the eye roll, the way your mouth turns down at the corners. Over time, these expressions become permanent lines on your face. You start to look like someone who finds fault in everything, even when you're silent. This expression tells people you see the world as a place that constantly lets you down. This habit does more than change your face, it changes your reality. Every complaint is a small declaration that things should be different than they are. You are fighting against reality itself. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius had a rule: don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. He knew complaining is a trap. It makes you feel like you're taking action when you're actually just spinning in place. It burns energy but changes nothing. When you complain, you position yourself as a victim. You tell a story where outside forces are responsible for your unhappiness. This story is disempowering. It makes you feel smaller. And people can sense this victim mentality in your posture, your energy, and yes, in your face. They begin to see you as a source of negative energy, and they will naturally pull away. You become someone who takes strength from a room instead of adding to it. The fix: swap complaint for action or acceptance. The way out of this trap is a simple 2-step filter. When you feel the urge to complain about traffic, a coworker, the weather, pause. Ask yourself this crucial question: is this within my control? Your answer determines everything. If yes, take action. Can you control it? Then complaining is a waste of time. Do something instead. If you're complaining about a messy kitchen, clean it. If you're complaining about a late project, make a plan to catch up. Turn the negative energy into a single constructive step. Action is the antidote to helplessness. If no, practice acceptance. Is it utterly outside your control? Then complaining is like shouting at the rain. It only exhausts you. Your job is to release your resistance. Say to yourself, this is how it is right now. This isn't giving up, it's choosing to spend your energy on your response, not on fighting the unfightable. Acceptance is a quiet strength. This practice does something remarkable. It stops the negative energy from etching itself onto your face and spirit. Your brow will soften. Your jaw will relax. You will start to look like a problem solver, not a problem finder. People will be drawn to your calm, practical energy. They will see someone who deals with the world as it is, not someone who is perpetually angry that it isn't different. You reclaim your power by focusing it only where it can actually work. 9. Pretending to listen. A distracted nod is a lie everyone can see. That glazed look in your eyes, the slow nod while you're actually planning your lunch, saying uh-huh while your mind is somewhere else. This isn't listening, it's waiting to talk. It is the greatest theft of connection, and it silently tells the other person, you are not important enough for my full attention. This habit destroys trust faster than almost anything else. When you pretend to listen, you are building a wall between you and the other person. They can feel the disconnect. They leave the conversation feeling unimportant and disrespected, even if they can't explain why. For you, it makes you seem hollow, a person of surfaces, incapable of real depth or engagement. It signals that your own internal noise is more valuable than the human being in front of you. True listening is not passive. It is an active, demanding skill. It requires you to silence your own thoughts, your judgments, and your need to respond. The Stoics valued listening because it is the foundation of understanding, and understanding is required for wise action. How can you respond appropriately to a person or a situation if you haven't first fully received it? By pretending, you cut yourself off from the very information you need to navigate the world well. The fix: listen with your whole self. Your practice is to make your next conversation an exercise in complete reception. Your only job for those few minutes is to understand. Here is how to do it. 1. Still your body. Turn your body fully toward the person. Put your phone down, out of sight. Let your hands be still. Your physical stillness tells your brain to focus. 2. Listen for meaning, not just words. Don't just wait for them to finish so you can talk. Listen to what they are saying and why they might be saying it. What is the emotion behind the words? What is the need they are expressing? 3. Pause before you respond. When they finish, take a breath. Let their words hang in the air for a second. This pause proves you are actually processing what they said, not just rehearsing your reply. Then respond to what they actually said. This kind of listening is a superpower. It makes the other person feel truly seen and valued. For you, it projects a formidable strength. It shows you are so secure in yourself that you can afford to give your attention completely to another. You appear patient, thoughtful, and deeply present. People will remember how you made them feel, heard, and respected. They will treat you more closely. They will share more. And you will gain clearer insights because you are actually taking in information, not just waiting for your turn to speak. You build your inner fortress not by talking, but by understanding the world and people in it. Start with your very next conversation. 10. Your unsteady foundation. A shaky stance is a silent plea for permission to exist. Watch how you stand. In a grocery line, waiting for coffee, during a hallway conversation. Are your legs leaning on one leg than the other? Are your ankles crossed? Are your arms folded tight against your chest? These are not just casual poses. They are physical expressions of a deeper uncertainty. They whisper a question to the world: is it okay if I am here? Is this my space to occupy? This unsteadiness doesn't just make you look nervous, it makes you look temporary, as if a strong breeze of doubt could blow you away. Your stance is the literal and metaphorical foundation of your presence. Think of your body as a building. A beautiful, strong building with a weak foundation is a danger to itself and others. It cannot stand firm against pressure. Your posture, your voice, your confident
words, they are the architecture of this building. But if your feet are not planted, if your base is shifting sand, then the entire structure is compromised. No amount of confidence tricks can fix a weak foundation. It shows. It shows in your slight sway when someone challenges you. It shows in the way you retreat a half step when someone approaches. It shows in your constant, subtle adjustments, as if you can't find a place where you belong. This happens because we become mentally disconnected from our own physical support. We live in our heads, in our worries and plans, and we forget the solid ground beneath us. We look for external things to hold us up, a wall to lean on, a friend's approval, a successful outcome to validate us. We are like trees seeking water only from passing rainstorms, forgetting our roots can tap deep into an eternal aquifer. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius focused on this inner source. He wrote of standing straight, not held straight. This is the crucial difference. Being held straight is rigid, external, and exhausting, like a soldier at painful attention. Standing straight is natural, flowing from a core of inner stability. Your unsteady stance means you are being propped up by tension and anxiety, not rooted in your inherent strength. This lack of foundation creates a ripple effect of weakness. When you are not grounded, your breathing becomes shallow, stuck in your chest. This shallow breath fuels more anxiety. When you are not grounded, your voice loses its power because your diaphragm, your vocal engine, has no stable platform from which to work. When you are not grounded, your eyes dart because your whole system feels unstable and threatened. It all starts from the ground up. You cannot build a calm mind on top of a frantic body. The fix: plant your feet like a tree. The correction is simple, physical, and immediate. You are not trying to look confident. You are going to build stability from the ground up. This practice is about reclaiming your birthright to stand firmly on the earth. Here is your deliberate drill. Practice it every single time you find yourself standing still. The placement. Stand normally. Now, consciously place your feet. They should be directly under your hips, about the width of your hips apart. Your toes should point forward, not out like a duck or in like a pigeon. This is your base. The connection. Feel your feet. Really feel them. Press the entire sole of each foot, ball, arch, heel, evenly into the floor. Distribute your weight 50-50 between your left and right foot. Imagine you have roots growing out from the soles of your feet, pushing down through the floor, through the building, deep into the earth. You are not standing on the ground, you are anchored into it. The stance. Do not lock your knees. Keep a very slight, soft bend in them. This is alive, ready strength, not rigid statue posture. Let your arms hang naturally at your sides, palms open or gently facing your body. Roll your shoulders back and down as you've practiced. This is the stance. This is the posture of self-containment and self-support. It requires no external props. It silently declares, I am here. I am supported by my own foundation. This space around me is mine to inhabit. In conversations, this stance is transformative. It prevents you from the needy lean-in, which seeks approval. It also prevents the defensive lean back, which seeks escape. You become a pillar of calm presence. You're engaging from a place of completeness, not lack. When your foundation is solid, a physiological miracle happens. Your body relaxes because it feels secure. Your breath automatically deepens, dropping into your belly. This deep breath floods your system with oxygen and signals your nervous system that all is well. Your voice gains a natural, resonant authority because your diaphragm can now work effectively. Your gaze steadies because your whole organism is no longer on high alert for threats. You stop holding yourself up with muscle tension and start being supported by your own aligned structure. People sense this. They can't explain it, but they feel it. They perceive you as immovable, not in a stubborn way, but in a deeply reliable way. You project an aura of calm command because you are, quite literally, grounded. In a world of frantic movement and digital noise, a person who stands with quiet, rooted stability is a magnetic force. This is the final physical seal on your inner fortress. You are not just occupying space, you are claiming your territory with the quiet authority of a mountain. You are standing your ground because you have finally found it. Finally, this is not a finish line. This is a practice. The inner fortress is not a destination you arrive at. It is a structure you maintain, repair, and strengthen every single day. You now hold the 10 blueprints. You have identified the silent architects of weakness, the darting eyes, the slumped shoulders, the leaking energy, and you have been given the simple Stoic tools to become the architect of your own strength. The true power was never in reading these words. It is in the doing. It is in the 1 minute you choose to stand straight before a meeting. It is in the single, clear sentence you speak without apology. It is in the conscious breath you take when you feel the urge to fidget. It is in the planted feet while you wait for your coffee. This is how empires of character are built, not by grand, sweeping declarations, but by the relentless laying of small, disciplined stones. Your presence is your most powerful asset. It precedes your words and outlasts your actions. When you stop leaking power through these silent cracks, you start to embody a different quality of being. The world responds not to what you ask for, but to what you project. It will begin to meet the fortress you have built, treating you with more respect, listening more closely, and recognizing the unshakable ground you stand on. The work is quiet, but the result speaks volumes. Now, go build. If this guide has given you a blueprint for strength, pay it forward. Like this if it resonated. Share it with someone who needs to build their own fortress. And subscribe for more practical wisdom to turn philosophy into daily power. Your foundation is waiting.